welcome back to Sovl. So here is an alternative army that I made. So I got 500 points spot on. I got 5 out of 6 units. I have my Ranger Captain over here, the alternative model for completing a difficulty 7. And then I got him with a great weapon. I got him with a marksman rifle. Pretty sure I got something here. Yeah, I got cruelty on him to force rerolls on enemies. And that's pretty much it. And he's in the unit of dwarf crossbows. I got dwarf warriors over here, hand weapons, the standard stuff. I got a dwarf cannon, dwarf berserkers, and obviously the flying machine. Hello and welcome back. Right then, let's see how we want to set this up. So I feel like I'm going to put the gyrocopter on the long side. I'm going to put the cannon roughly in the middle, and then protected by the dwarf warriors. Then the ranger captain on the side. I feel like that's a good layout for myself. We'll have to see how the enemies do things. So yeah, I'm playing against another dwarf, so we'll see. These turn tournaments definitely do take a while, but here we are. Playing against these dwarfs. We'll see what they do. They're moving their long rifles into the forest, which is a bit unfair. They just get a casual forest right over there, but I don't, so it's a bit unfortunate. And they're shooting at my berserkers again. Let's shoot at their deep guard. Let's try to get rid of a few models. And yep, there we go, that's nice, that's 2 gone. Try to even out the odds, I guess, if we can even do that, because the enemies do get just a free forest that they get, very free. We'll have to see how that works. So yeah, I am going to pop a horn so that we move faster. So then we don't actually get stuck behind. Maybe even capture this point. Guess that'll be quite nice. Now fire on these guys. Hopefully we can get rid of some of them. Or not, the dwarf veterans. Of course we can't get rid of them. Perfectly fine by me. So we're capturing this point in this turn. The enemies will have to contest with their own dwarf engineer if they want to stop this. Which will definitely be a problem for them to deal with, because my ranger captain definitely can hurt that dwarf engineer quite badly in a single turn, so them charging in won't be well. Oh, he's popping mechanical expertise to hopefully deal decent damage to my ranger captain. We'll have to see how well that goes, because it's still a dwarf unit, so 4 defense compared to the machines 4 power. So yeah, even if it does hit, we'll have to see how well that goes. So I've been thinking about what to talk about, and I've been meaning to talk about actually Foxhole, which is a cool little game that's quite old at this point, but it's where you basically build and collect resources, and it's a top-down type of military game. I find it really interesting. You just you can either collect the resources, or you can transport the resources to a factory, and then, or you could play as a factory player that builds tanks and weapons and stuff like that. So yeah, do these guys have a banner of mist? They do. That's why 2 of those were negated. Very nice. I don't think the enemies will be able to reach me this turn, so I definitely do have the advantage of setting up, I guess, if you can call it that. We'll have to see how the enemies take this, because yeah, they definitely don't have the same amount of movement range as we do. Very nice to have a dwarf that's fast, that's for sure, so having an additional 4 meters just because you picked the ranger captain is very useful. There we go. So I moved up my berserkers to be also within the circle. Hopefully that'll prevent myself from being charged by the deep guard, but hopefully that will also allow me to counter-charge the deep guard, because yeah, the dwarf berserkers have larger charge range than the deep guard. Although I might also just want to hold off on that, maybe even attack the handgunners. We'll have to see. Although I don't think I can reach into the forest. No, maybe not. So yeah, maybe not the handgunners, but maybe I can make my way around the deep guard, maybe attack from the sides with some dwarf warriors, maybe try to kite them. We'll have to see what the enemy decides to do with the deep guard. They should definitely choose to move the deep guard last. Yep, just because of that. We'll have to see. I'll move up my own guys first. Maybe I should hold off on that. Maybe I can even move the helicopter up. I'll have to see how well that goes, because I don't know. Will it be useful? Will it be negative to my cause? Who knows? But sure, we don't get restricted by terrain, so I'll fire on the deep guard. We'll have to see how well this goes. We do get rid of 1 deep guard. I feel like that was definitely worth it, especially considering how scary the deep guard are. And he only has 10, so we've already gotten rid of 3. That's quite strong. I'm going to be moving up my dwarf warriors from behind. Maybe keep him slightly back. And he's shooting at my flying machine, but that does absolutely nothing because it's a dwarf and it has 4 defense. On the point of Foxhole, I guess, I just find the game quite interesting. You can go from the front lines to the back lines, and everything is built up by players, for players. And yeah, it's quite interesting how you have people that just specialize in moving around and just not participating on the front lines, but they participate in the back lines by helping players with their armaments. That's very interesting for a game concept. And there we go, we scored some 50 points. Very nice. At the end of this turn. And it's the opponent's turn. We'll see what they do. They should really move the deep guard first. And for some reason they're trying to charge my Dwarf Berserkers in the side. Trying to charge my flying machine in the side. Yeah, there's a unit of Dwarf Warriors right here. Oh, okay. Really wouldn't recommend for the enemies to do that. I mean, Dwarf Warriors right here. We'll have to see where they go with their flying machines. Because I'm definitely skipping my charges. I'm not moving into melee. But it's really interesting. Looks like they're going to try to encircle me. So we'll have to see how that works. I'm really surprised that they even found like a place to charge me in here. I wouldn't have expected that, that's for sure. Maybe do something like this, and I can charge them like that. Right in the middle, so then they're forced to counter-charge with the deep guard, because they don't have a choice. It's really nice for me. Just forcing the enemies into these ultimatums, where they lose-lose type of situation. Maybe I can even fire on the deep guard. Yeah, the enemies are making a mistake here. They should really move the deep guard. If they move it like over here, it'll be better for them. They're making a mistake moving the Dwarf Veterans. But on the other hand, moving the Dwarf Veterans to counter the help out the flying machine would also be beneficial. We'll have to see how they do it, if they know what they're doing. A lot of good moves here. What they do while I'm here, I guess another point is the fact that the enemies aren't going to get any points this turn unless they move the deep guard up. But if they move the deep guard up, then they won't be able to attack my Berserkers, and that'll be a problem for them. Not for me, that's for sure. Okay, so we'll have to see how this goes, but I can't just do something like this. I can just counter-charge the deep guard if they ever try to do anything funny. So I don't think that'll end well for the enemies. Yeah, now the enemies, because they went into a forest, their range is basically stuck there. They don't have a choice. So we'll have to see how this goes. But I really feel like they're going to have to make some ultimatums. Either charging the Dwarf Veterans into the back of my Ranger Captain, or charging the deep guard into the back of the Berserkers or something like that. They're really going to have to choose. They can't have both. Can't be preventing my Dwarf Berserkers charge, and can't be protecting the, the side of, well, the back of their engineer, and can't be doing everything. So we'll see. I think they are preparing for a full frontal charge. That's what it looks like to me, because they're moving their unit up. So we'll have to see how this goes. And then, yeah, this guy shouldn't be able to destroy my entire helicopter in a single turn. And we'll have to see how well I do against him. But again, same amount of attacks going back. We'll see how many he saves. He saves one. But he does have the side charge on us. So yep, no, we saved that. That's very nice. Then this should be a lot more in my favour. Yep, there we go. That's one wound. That's evens it out. Then we'll see how many wounds they get on us. And we get 2 fighting back. That's 1. And yep, that's a draw. Very nice. So yep, let's see. Can they still charge me? Yeah, they can. Just now, the real tough questions. Who does what? Charge into the back of these, charge into the back of there. The real questions, I guess. Guess I can do this. Charge into the back of them. He really has to charge into my Berserkers. Ooh. So he decides to sacrifice his handgunners. That's perfectly fine by me. I'm not too upset about that. I might lose my Ranger Captain. But that's perfectly fine by me, because I am going to be winning this over here, which is a capture point. So yep, that's confirmed. Not too upset about this overall. It's going in my favour. Maybe even move this cannon slightly back to hide in this forest. Yeah. Prevent them from being easily charged, I guess. There we go, that's very nice. Protected in the forest. Then over time, I am going to expect my flying machine to lose. But, it shouldn't be anytime soon. Oof, unless this happens. Oof, the flying machine, come on, you can do it. And it's a draw again. It's really unlucky for the enemies that they're drawing with my flying machine, even though they have their lord in there as well, helping out. And this flying machine is gone. Absolutely demolished. Bit unfortunate for the enemies. And yeah, I don't think they'll be able to fully destroy my Ranger Captain now. Don't think that's how it works. And, let's save some of these, and they're still losing, so they're going to have to take a morale check rather than me having to do that. And They're attacking my berserkers. Not the best defense, but by far the best offense. That's for sure. See how many they save. They don't save nearly as much as they should. There they go. They should be routing off. Yeah. Oh, a bit unlucky on there. I mean, a 6 is savable, but they got 5 and a 6 in terms of their rolls. Really not good. I got quite good rolls off on my Dwarf Warriors. So yep. There we go. Oof, good damage, good damage. And then yeah, nice. I can probably continue routing them off if I really wanted to. I feel like I will continue doing that. And 6 attacks coming in from behind to make sure they don't come back. Really intense battle, that's for sure. I wonder how this will go. Cannon really doesn't have anything to shoot at, so we'll just end the turn there. Then this, again, really doesn't take much to kill the enemies. But also doesn't take much to kill us, so we'll have to see how this goes, and we're dead. But can we take the enemies out before we go? We should be able to. Nice, we do. Very cool. Very powerful. And attacks on the Dwarf Veterans won't go as well as I hope, because they're the Dwarf Veterans, aren't they? Yeah, there they go. So this is going to be a bit of a close game. It's a bit of a draw right now, but we got the initial 50 points, and it's just a draw. So if we can continue drawing out, we should be able to win in the long run, especially considering the Dwarf Warriors should beat the Deep Guard, stats-wise. Not stats-wise, but quantity over quality-wise. Yeah, because we got more attacks coming in. We're just overwhelming them over time. V-rolls, failed saves, and yep, there they go. They're really not going to have a fun time saving this. Even if they do come back after this, yeah, it's not really good for them. So yeah, maybe I'll chase after them. I can't charge them, so I'm going to have to hold off on that for now. And opponent's turn, does he come back? Oh, he does. So I can continue running after them, I guess. There we go. I can continue doing that. And, I guess I can activate this again. Try to move my guy up. There we go. Maybe not the best choice. Maybe not the worst choice. Who knows? And ooh, yep. You can immediately tell I lost that because yeah, cruelty reroll, and it just shows you as soon as possible, even though they're still rolling the dice. So yeah, that's really unfortunate for the enemies. But it's another draw for them. Looks like these Dwarf Veterans aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Oh, come on, they have to save this quite well. Otherwise they're going to lose. Oh no. Oh no for them, indeed. And then I don't mind if I lose these two guys. No, we saved that. Really unfortunate for the enemies. And we're back in the game, I guess. We're earning our points again. And the enemies aren't really earning much of their points. So yep, gonna continue chasing the handgunners off. And, let's activate these Dwarf Warriors so that they can move around. Maybe even charge into the side of the Dwarf Veterans. We're currently capping the circle, so I'm quite happy with this. Maybe even move this guy up that next turn when these guys come back from a rout. I can charge in, I guess, and prevent them from trying to recapture the circle immediately, because they'll have to deal with me. That's 2 gone. Yeah, you can tell immediately before it even finishes rolling. That's yeah. And yep, there we go. That's better than I could have hoped for. The enemy's got a few bad rolls. We got a few good rolls. We got the early capture points, so we had the pressure. The enemies had to run away. And then yeah, these guys, are they going to come back or not? They should. No, they got unlucky with their roll. Again, unlucky with another roll. A 5 and a 4. Really, really unfortunate. And now I can just do this. It's my turn. Oh no, I can't charge them. Oh well. Skip charges. Unfortunate, a bit, I guess. I can move this guy up. He can hopefully charge in from behind. I couldn't prevent the enemies from charging, but can hopefully do something about it next turn. So yeah, it's 7 on 11. But they are a stronger unit. They have an additional power, but and they got an additional skill. But that's pretty much it. That's the only difference between these two Dwarf Warrior units, and we win. 150 score. Yeah, we got quite lucky there. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.